But, thankfully we have Her Majesty's loyal opposition to warn us about the danger of this creeping authoritarianism. And I'm sure that today Keith Starmer said, look, this is really unacceptable behavior, and we can no longer tolerate this. In fact, I think, David, we have a clip of him saying that.
If I started running from Newcastle now, by the time I reached him, I could kick his head into the channel.
If you want to time yourself, see if you can beat this clip of him.
Get up. Go home. I'm opposed to what you're doing. It's not the way to deal with the climate crisis, and that's why we wanted longer sentences for those that are gluing themselves and stuck on roads. I think of all the people trying to get to work today. I'm here at Imperial College. We've got fantastic young scientists who are dealing with carbon capture. This sort of thing will actually help us solve the climate crisis, and it's people working on projects like this who can't get to where they need to be because other people are gluing themselves to the road. So I'm afraid I'll be really tough on them. I think they're totally wrong. Get up, go home.
I'm sorry, he's put them on fucking notice, has he? I bet they're quaking in their fucking boots.
Who is driving to Imperial College? Fucking
that windswept roast dinner of a cunt.
I mean, what he just said has activated the fucking Scottish Green sleeper agent in me, because fucking carbon capture is absolute bollocks.
It's horseshit. It's they've been trying to make that shit work for a third. They've been trying to make that shit work seriously or unseriously for like 30 fucking years. It's not going to fucking work. It's just another it's just as bad as cap and trade. It just says, look, we could keep doing whatever the fuck we're doing. He is a wizard, but this time he's got a wizard cave.
It's like
carbon capture only became like this big kind of business when they realised that there was worse ways to do it if you didn't plant trees and did like other shit instead.
Yeah. I mean, literally planting trees is one of the few forms of, and I use this very loosely, carbon capture that can potentially work.
Yeah, but I think we've covered this on the podcast before. You can't patent planting trees.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The only form of carbon capture I've seen proposed, which looked like it might have perhaps have gone somewhere with a good 50 years of solid investment, was using algae growth to capture CO2. But there's serious practical problems that prevent it.
That's just small trees.
I mean, kind of. That's the thing. It's there's serious problems, and the time if you actually wanted to seriously develop carbon capture technology, the time to do it was 50 years ago. Right?
Yes.
That's when you would have started.
Can someone draw the distinction for me between a bush and a tree?
If you've got a piece of paper, I can physically draw it for you, Alistair.
No, don't get smart with me.
I thought I'd try something new.
Young man.
It's just a question I want to know the answer to in general.
Okay, Alistair, real talk. If you get a biologist and you ask them, hey, listen, could you explain the difference between a bush and a tree, or could you tell me what a mushroom is? They will break down crying, because it is all just made up arbitrary distinction when you really drill down into it.
Grabbing the fucking botanist by the throat and just, what is a bush?
All of science is made up.
Yeah. You have to for something to count as a shrub or bush, it has to have a mature height of 1.5 to 10 feet.
What about bonsai trees, huh? What then, smart guy?
They're probably smaller than 1.5 feet.
It's all just vibes based,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I literally had someone
tell
tell me that about mammalian taxonomy, that it's just vibes based when you get down into it.
There's not really any legal difference between a tiger and a lion. That's just the man trying to confuse you.
In the pocket of Big Cat.
Yeah.
But I think, honestly, bonsai trees are like the short kings of the tree kingdom.
Surely it's more like the malnourished and stunted version of the other thing. But should we move off bushes?
I don't know. maybe
I feel like I'm raising more questions than I'm having answered.
Anyway,
what are bushes?
Right in.
We just don't know.
So we've disproved the science of biology. Okay, moving on.
Yeah. Has anyone actually ever seen an atom?
Anyway, listener, right in.
Strangely, I think the answer is no, but we have seen an electron.
We're getting too bogged down here and trying to disprove those sciences, but economics is sitting there calling itself a science right now.